Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing 2021 so far. Today I figured that I could share 21 healthy habits that have really made a difference in my life, and I wanted to share them with you so that we could all become the happiest, healthiest versions of ourselves this year. I really do feel like success starts in your habits, and if you're able to form small, healthy habits every single day, I really do feel like they accumulate and can push you almost manifesting your goals and success, because if you have the momentum and the feel-good feeling, for lack of a better term, of doing these habits, then I think it's gonna push you towards wanting to do even more things towards your goals. So if you have any habits that I don't mention in the video, please leave them in the comments below so that we can all read them. Let's go ahead and let's get into the 21 healthy habits. So the very first habit is to stretch every day. Not only is this going to make you more flexible, but it's going to help with any kind of pain that you have, especially back pain. I suffer from really bad lower back pain, and stretching, it really helps alleviate that pain, and it also is going to help with your posture. Stretching every day is also going to help with your stress too, because it's making you breathe into the stretch, and if you can kind of slow down and breathe, it does help calm you down if you're super stressed. So stretching every day really does benefit you, especially if you work out every day. It's going to help your muscle recovery and also help you in your workouts too. My second habit is to really prioritize family time. I always really do this, but especially over the past year, I think it's really been amplified all over the world, and nothing replaces that time that you get with your loved ones. So really, any chance that you're able to, it's important to just give someone a phone call, send someone a little message, or go see someone, have a coffee with them, go grocery shopping with them if you both have to grocery shop. Like, just work it into your schedule so you can see your family and your friends, because those are the people that are always going to be there for you, and building those relationships is more valuable than anything you'll ever get in this life. So that's definitely an important habit that I'm really going to try and incorporate as well. My third habit is to increase my water intake. So if you saw my last bullet journal video, I have been tracking my water, or trying to at least. You don't have to track your water, it's just something where I can visually see how much water I'm intaking and look at it at the end of the day and be like, oh my gosh, like I need to work on this. So it's definitely something I would suggest. And you don't have to just drink water straight. You can get water through fruits and vegetables. And whenever you drink more water, it does help your joints, and it also will help you think clearer. I was reading Super Life by Darren Oline, and he was talking about how your body, when it is dehydrated, it goes to your cells to pulls water from where it can in your body, and usually by the time you get like a headache or anything like that from being dehydrated, it's usually really far into your body being dehydrated, so it's really important to catch it before it gets to that. So yeah, drinking more water this year is a must. My fourth habit to do this year is to read more books. I love reading books. The best way I've found is to read nonfiction in the morning and fiction in the evening, and books are just such a great escape, and reading nonfiction in the morning gets me in the productive mode. It gets me excited to get things done, and then fiction at night, excuse me, is more of an escape and gives me a story. It gives me a place to go, and it's relaxing, and I don't know, I just really like it. And it's a way to read more too, and especially nowadays it can be kind of hard to find the time to actually sit down and read a physical book. Audiobooks are great too. I just prefer the actual copy of the book in my hand. I'm old school, I guess. I don't really know. Comment below if you're the same way. But yeah, so reading nonfiction in the morning, fiction at evening is something I've really enjoyed. But really, it's what works best for you and what kind of books that you like. But reading more is definitely going to teach us more, and it's also going to help with stress too by giving you an escape. So we've got to get that habit down this year. My fifth habit is to practice gratitude. It's so easy to get so lost in your day-to-day. I'm very guilty of this. I'm a perfectionist, honestly. I'm gonna admit it here. It's on video. I'm a perfectionist. So if something doesn't go like I plan, I have a very hard time adjusting to it, and I get so lost in that stress and anger. I stray away from the gratitude that I need to have, because I really am grateful for everything and everyone in my life. We can get so lost, especially in the world these days that's so full of fear and anxiousness and just so much darkness, and we forget to be grateful for what we do have on a daily basis, whether it's a roof over your head or 3 meals a day, or your family, you know, the smallest things, the sun being out. It can be anything, but just I'm really trying hard to pull myself out of my emotions and really just be grateful for what I have. And in my last bullet journal video, which I'll link above, I have a gratitude page, so I make myself write something I'm grateful for every single morning. So I suggest doing that if you feel like that you need to practice gratitude more, but that's definitely a habit I'm going to carry through this year and forever, but implement this year. The sixth habit is to create a routine that gets you excited. And this can be a morning routine, a night routine, both. So that can literally be just waking up and having a cup of coffee. It could be reading your book. It could be watching a YouTube video. It could be anything. And that's what I usually do, and it makes me want to get up, because sometimes it can be really hard to just get out of your bed. Like, none of us want to leave our cozy beds, you know? It's safe, it's warm, it's soft. I don't want to leave it. But knowing I have a warm cup of coffee and a kitty to play with, and it just really helps to get myself excited to get out of bed so that I can go do those things. So if you're wanting more of a structure to be added into your life, I would definitely suggest creating a small routine that gets you excited. And even like if you want to do a night routine, you could do like your shower or bath and read your book or watch a show. Whatever relaxes you, that's what you should do and get you excited. So habit number 7 that I'm wanting to carry into 2021 is to clean as I go. And I usually do this, but sometimes I can get a little slack with it, but it does help a lot. And especially trying to get so many different things done, it helps to not have a huge, like one big mess to clean whenever I'm trying to clean the house, and like that stuff could have been taken care of over time instead of like wasting my time doing it all at one time, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does, but it saves you time cleaning as you go, and it also keeps your space clean so you can think clearly and get things done and makes you an overall happier person and a better headspace. I know for me, I get angry and antsy and just unproductive if my area in my room is a mess. So cleaning as I go really helps, for one, to save time, helps with my mental space, and it's just a good thing to do. Habit number 8 kind of goes with what we said earlier with gratitude, but it's to not only be grateful, but to just take yourself out of your situation. I'm working on this, but you just really have to be able to pull yourself out of your current state of emotions and really look at the whole picture and try not to dwell on the negative so much. I know it's so easy to do. I totally understand more than you know, but it's so important that you don't do that, because you have so many great things going for you, and dwelling on the negative is only going to attract more negative, and it's not going to allow you to focus on the positive and push the positive and even more positive. So you really have to just take yourself out of your situation, be grateful, and focus on what is good. It can help your anger because it might even give you a different perspective on the situation. So for instance, if it's against, you know, I don't know, someone that made you upset, like if you pull yourself out of the anger and the feeling of being so upset, it can help you understand their perspective more so that you can approach the situation in the best way possible. So it's definitely a habit that I'm going to be working on this year. Habit number 9 is to write down all of your goals. I did this in my bullet journal. I have a spread, again, I will link it above as well, but bringing your goals into the physical realm is going to help you manifest them. It's going to put them in front of your eyes every single day, and it's going to, for one, help you remember them as well, because you literally wrote them down. It makes them more real. So it's super important that you write your goals down, and you're way more likely to achieve them if they're written down instead of just keeping them up in your head that's super busy with other thoughts and emotions, and your goals are gonna get lost. So write them down. If you get nothing else from this video, write your goals down. Habit number 10 is to incorporate more whole foods, and this can be in smoothies, it can be as a side with your dinner. You don't have to go fully 180 from eating like crap to eating nothing but whole foods, but it's important to incorporate the whole foods where you can. So like if you add a salad to your dinner, or add a banana to your breakfast, or add some raw carrots as a side to your lunch. Like just something that's gonna incorporate fruits and vegetables throughout your day, even just gradually if you're not to that point yet, is so important because it's going to hydrate you and get you nutrients that you probably weren't getting before. And getting the nutrients that you weren't getting before is going to make you feel better, give you more energy, and make you in a more positive headspace by making yourself feel even healthier than what you were. So eating more whole foods is a must this year. Habit number 11 helps me so much. I've done it as long as I can remember, and that's to make your bed every single day. Take those few moments, make your bed in the morning. I'm telling you, it's going to set you up for success for that day. If you come home and your bed is just a mess and gross, it makes your whole room look like a mess, makes your head feel like a mess, it's just not a good situation, so let's just avoid it and let's take 5 minutes in the morning and let's make our bed. And it's also going to keep you from jumping back into it because, let's be honest, that's what we all want to do some days, and that's fine, but we're not going to. We're gonna make our bed, so we don't want to mess it up. And my mom really instilled that into me whenever I was little, so thank you, Mom. If you're watching this, thank you for putting that habit into my head. Like, I think she programmed that in my DNA because I cannot leave without the bed being made. I will go crazy. Habit number 12 is to write down your bills, your income, and then kind of really track your expenses and see where your money is going, because I guarantee you could be saving more than what you are. And as long as you can kind of stay on top of what's coming out of your account, because sometimes I know we can kind of put things on auto pay or just, you know, make small little charges here and there, but those things do add up. And I really feel like if you take the time to go through your bank statement, write down what you do monthly, even if you go to Starbucks every day or twice a week, or if you eat out a lot, like it really opens up your eyes whenever you have a physical number as to how much of your money is going towards that. And I think you'll be surprised at how much you could save and how much income you could open up for yourself. So that is something I would definitely recommend doing. That way you can save as much money as possible. Habit number 13 is to make sure you take time for rest and self-care. I try to do this at night. It's usually around the time I do it. And as far as self-care, it could be anything, just taking time to yourself. It could be doing your self-tan or going to get your hair done. Anything that's gonna make you feel good and more zen. That's what I mean. And making sure that we rest too, because I feel like we don't prioritize sleep as much as we should, and that's not good. So making sure that you are getting rest. If you feel tired and you need to take like a 30-minute nap, just do it. Don't feel bad. It's your body telling you that you need rest, and that's gonna help you get more stuff done later. And as far as self-care, it's just so important to take that time for yourself, because it's going to keep you the happiest version of yourself to show up as the best person that you can be. So I really do believe those are great habits, and I'm trying myself to make sure that I make time for both of those things. Habit number 14 has really been helping me a lot because I got away from it for so long, but I've been doing it this year, and that is to write down my tasks. You don't need to make a whole page-long to-do list. Just write 3 to 5 things. I've been doing it the night before whenever I go to sleep, so that whenever I wake up and I have my coffee, I can read my book, I can open my planner and look at, okay, so this is the stuff I need to do today, this is where I'm gonna start. It kind of just gives me a heading. I know some people, it can make them kind of anxious the night before because of how much you may have to do or something that you're nervous for. So if that happens to you, I would suggest just doing it in the morning. But writing them down in general is going to help you get things done. And if you get to a point in your day that you're kind of just looking around like, I don't really know what to do right now, I'm bored, I feel like I should be doing something, but I don't know what it is, then you can go to your to-do list and see exactly what's going on. And what I like to do, and I'm not trying to like plug myself or whatever, in my bullet journal video, I did write down, I like to do daily to-do lists and then weekly to-do lists. So if it's something I can't get done that day, but it has to get done in that week, anytime I have free time during that week, I can go look at that weekly to-do list and be like, okay, so I have a time slot here, I can go do this. So that's what I would suggest doing, just to keep from overwhelming yourself, but also help you manage your time. Habit number 15 is to set yourself up with green lights. And this is from Matthew McConaughey. I haven't read his book yet, but I listened to his podcast. And a green light is basically something that you do to set yourself up for success. And it could be the smallest thing. An example he gives is like filling your coffee maker up with everything, so all you have to do whenever you wake up is press the button. Like just the little things, setting out your workout clothes, so all you have to do is throw them on in the morning. You don't have to pick them out, they're just right there. Just little things that you can do that are just gonna make the task easier. That's a habit that I really want to implement, and I've been doing it with my coffee. So I just like fill the filter and pour the water in there, so all I have to do is go downstairs and press the button when I'm all groggy and grumpy waiting for my coffee. And it really does save time. It saves probably like 2 to 3 minutes, which may not sound like a lot, but in the morning it matters. But setting yourself up for green lights is going to give you momentum and also make you feel really good too, because it's going to save you time in the future. Habit number 16 is to get fresh air at least once a day. This is super important for your mental health because a lot of us, I know, are probably working from home. You work at a computer or you're in school all day. Whatever it is, we're just naturally more indoors, and it's so important to just take 15 to 30 minutes every day. Go for a walk, go for a drive with the windows down, do something to get yourself some fresh air, because I swear to you, it's going to give you so much more mental clarity and make you 10 times more productive. Habit number 21 is to take more pictures, and I don't feel like I take enough pictures. I always find myself going back through my camera roll and just scrolling through my photos, and I wish I had more photos. I mean, I do have a lot, but just capturing as many candid moments as you can, and of the smallest things, just to look back on later. And even for me, I love to show our kids in the future. I feel like it's just important. Any family time that you get, I would take a picture. Like, what? What? I don't know if you can hear. Tums is screaming. What's wrong? Goodness, what's the matter? She was taking a nap and I think she had a bad dream. She woke up meowing. What's wrong? What's the matter? Did you have a bad dream? What's wrong? Or did you just want attention? You can probably still see her in the camera. Here she goes. Okay. Habit number 18 is to meditate at least for 5 minutes a day. I am not a great meditator. That's a word? Meditator? I don't know. I'm really bad at it. It's important to meditate to calm down your anxiety and your stress, and to really learn how to manage your thoughts. And you know, they're gonna come through. You're gonna have thoughts while you're meditating. I've always just had a hard time like making myself still enough to do this, and I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and she was saying that you could even just do it like whenever you wake up in the morning, just sit up and sit in your bed for a few minutes and just kind of take a moment to yourself, which I think I do in a certain way. It's just not like the conventional meditating, I guess. But it's important to incorporate that because it really does have a lot of health benefits. It doesn't take long to do, and there's tons of apps that guide you through a meditation and tons of YouTube videos. So that's something I'm really going to be working on this year, and if you try it out, let me know, or if you have any meditation tips, let me know, because your girl needs them. Habit number 19 is to just manage my time better in general, and I try to do that with my bullet journal. And I try to do that by implementing these other habits as far as like cleaning as I go and writing down my to-do list, and just overall being aware and conscious of my time, how long something's going to take, or if I need to take a break after this certain task. And I just really think it's important to acknowledge that, because you can get so wrapped up with your to-do list and so many things to do, and you just really have to be practical about it. So that is definitely a habit that I'm going to try to implement. Habit number 20 is to incorporate manifestation, and that can be through vision boards, through journaling, through just thinking about what you want and feeling super excited for it. If it's a house, it's going to look at houses and thinking, oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing. I'm going to have that. I'm gonna do this and this and this in the house. I'm gonna have so much natural light. Like, really wrap yourself into that experience and what it's going to feel like. If it's a car that you want, go test drive the car. Know how the car handles and how it feels, and that'll really help you be able to imagine having it. And that's the key to manifestation. I made a video on vision boards last year, so I can link it above as well. But really being able to envision yourself having it, and the feeling of having it is going to attract that thing to you. So super important to remember those goals, and manifesting is really going to push you towards what you want. And I think I really just got lost not having it, so I think I need to focus on that a little more this year. My last habit, the 21st habit, is to shift the mindset of I have to do something to I get to do something. And I've been seeing this in a couple videos recently, and I think that is an amazing thing to do. It's a great mindset shift, because a lot of us can be like, oh, I have to go to work, oh, I have to go clean my bathroom, oh, I have to go clean my room, or I have to go do this for work, whatever it is. Think about, you get to do this. A lot of people don't have that. So it's really important to just think about, like, hey, I don't have to do this, I get to do this. So shifting your mindset from having to do something to getting to do something is really going to make you realize how grateful you should be for that thing or that situation, and it really helps you realize how far that you've come, because I know we can get so lost in what we don't have that we don't take the time to realize what we do have. It's important to check in with yourself and make that mindset shift, and that's something I'm definitely going to be working on this year. Alright you guys, well that was all 21 healthy habits that I wanted to share with you today. If any of them resonated with you, or you do any of them, or you've been wanting to do any of them, or there's any I didn't mention, leave it in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!